100% here. Today I talk about good morning, 100% here. Today I talk about 23 ITO 201 software testing open elective, third year, sixth semester, unit number 1 introduction. So topic number 2, testing as a process. So testing everywhere we have conduct the process. So for example, you will take a hospital, one of the example. You take a blood test is one of the tests. Blood test after completion give a report. As as per in mechanical engineering, in testing based on testing based on and criteria. Suppose a requirement based, criteria based or requirement based. Each and everything you have available. Once you check your condition and after completed and then go to delivery sections. This is one of the major in testing process in the mechanical engineering. For example, this is a recall testing process in software development. Testing process in a software development. The first thing is the initial planning, second integration to the development, third any iterative testing, and fourth continuous testing and final deployment. So once we find out we find out in 5 phases in software engineering. For software engineering, first one is a requirement, second one design, third implementation, fourth testing, and fifth one is the maintenance. The once you have started the project, the as a tester, and get a plan from a manager. The manager is giving the plan, and starting from for one of the example, you take a Google account. You can using username and password. You can give a password. Username, you have first type your username and second is password. If it's accepted, you can go to enter the next page. Otherwise, you can go to second page or third page. Suppose is password is mismatch have now, you can blink your message. This is the first step, testing of your initial planning for your testers. Once testers can check all conditions based on your requirement, design, and implementations. Once verified, you can complete process over. Now you can integrate your development after iterative testing, line by line or line by line or overall in your software development. This is a way to checking our conditions. The next one, if your process is over, if any deviations are available, you can check the once again, and after completion of your process and then send to delivery. That means it's called as a deployment. So once I collect the requirement and collect from requirement from my customer, the customers after sent to design phases, the design members once completed our design, once show your customer, after give a approval, you can start implementation and testing and maintenance. If customers not accepted, means you can start your process in the area. This is one of the phase example from waterfall model we have implemented through that one. So that as an engineer, as a starting from initial planning and integrate to development, iterative planning and continuous testing and final deployment in the area. This is the way in sectors. Second thing, empathy in iterative testing cycle. The first thing is integrating testing. Next one is iterative feedback and proactive risk mitigation and prevent bugs. So once verify all testing, so including example mobile test or laptop test or anything, your document oriented. Once you can get the feedback from your customer side as well as your stakeholder side. Once collect the feedback and verify, and if any risks are available, and get a solution from some experts. So the experts give a solution, there is no problem. The experts, if not giving any other deviation from your project. Now you can verify from your first stage to last stage. This is in your expert opinion. This is our expert opinion. The ones completed now, identify your bugs. Once going to delivery, if any customer or stakeholders identify the bugs, means you are the responsible. You are you are the response for whole development sectors in the area. This is a condition from your sectors. So this is testing planning. First condition, I collect the requirement analysis. Second, testing planning. Third, test case development. And fourth, test environment setup and test executions and test closes. So once I collect the all requirement and check the condition based on my planning today or tomorrow or day of tomorrow. And test case development once completed and show the test environment. I need, for example, software oriented. I need based on hardware oriented. After completion my process and complete process through the test environment setup, and then choose your test executions after test closes in the sectors. The next one, requirement analysis of testing process, identify test focus and conduct requirement review and access testability and design early test cases and prepare review reports and outline test plan and test list of questions and clarification about my requirement analysis of testing process. So first identify my test focus means if any bugs are arise. First condition, any bugs arise from my area. If available now, I am asking to my developer side. After give the proper explanation, I have solved this problem. Suppose if not giving any proper explanation, I conduct the review, recommend review. After that, access of testability and design test cases and prepare review report and outline test plan and list questions and clarifications. This is the second thing. So next one, test phase design activity. First, test review based on your tester review system architecture oriented and testability of analysis based on your access design for eases of testing. And third, security testing yearly. Consider potential security vulnerability and performance testing consideration based on start thinking about performance requirement in the sectors. So implementation of phase testing timely manner, implementation based on verify the code, correctness and reliability and performance. Unit test, developer write and execute unit code and code review tester and developer review code and static analysis use the tool to detect code defects and integration testing and integrate test common in the area. So please all of you please all of you identify my activity testing process. Yes, first is requirement, second is design, third implementation, fourth testing, fifth maintenance, sixth one continuous improvement in the testing process. So next one, comprehensive testing phase in SDLC. The first thing testing focus on where systematically test the entire applications. Second, integration testing, comprehensive interaction between different module and systems. Third, performance testing, evaluate the system performance under the various load conditions. And user acceptance testing, enter the end user, test the systems. And system testing, test the entire system as whole. Recursion testing based on rerun the existing test of after the code and changes. And security testing, the code security test to be identified and vulnerability in the area of process in the sectors. So this is one of the major maintenance testing in software testing. This is original test shoots. This is a regression test case checker, unusable test checker, and test case repair, and usable test case, not repairable, coverage evaluator, test case and generator. This is select one, and repair test case and new test cases, and select the usable test cases in the process. There's a recurrent test. It means repeated test is available. You can choose that one and get an output, proper output from the sectors. This is the benefit of effective testing. One is early defect detection, proactive testing, and continuous integration, performance testing, and quality assurance, and improvement software quality, reduce the development cost, cost-effective testing, defect prevention, and reliable software, user feedback, and increase customer satisfaction. This is based on one of the example SQL. So achieve that software excellence based on software testing. This is my testing has a process is a mind map, so easily understand what's I talk about today. So this is a mind map. First one is requirement analysis, second test closure report, third executions, and fourth test planning and test design implementation, environment setup. This is a way identify and simply I tell about in identify, prevent the defects, and improve product quality and reduce the risk. This is a assessment, please. Yes, testing as a process mainly focus on finding and preventing defects. And which of the following is the first step into testing process based on requirement analysis? This is my textbooks and references. Thank you.